was like, what do you mean? Like, just like people aren't in constant agony when they have their periods. And yeah, like that realization is really eye-opening.
1 million people in Canada live with a complex and debilitating chronic disease called endometriosis, which is an inflammatory condition characterized by the growth of endometrial-like tissue outside the uterus. Some have described the pain of endometriosis as someone crushing your reproductive organs or worse than childbirth, but treatment and diagnosis is still scarce. A Montreal author aiming to change that in her new book, Bleed.
The average wait time for people to get diagnosed with endometriosis is about 10 years in Canada. So that means from the time they start seeing a doctor about their pain till the time that they get a diagnosis. So it's not necessarily when their period first starts. It's really from when they start asking for help. For me, it took 24 years to get diagnosed.
Tracey Lindeman had a total hysterectomy and excision surgery 2.5 years ago after suffering with endo pain since she was 11. And she still does till this day, despite no longer having a uterus. She says that the Quebec medical system has failed her and thousands of others.
It was awful from the very beginning. It was really long, really heavy, really painful. But everybody around me just said, that's normal. That's part of being a woman. Everyone gets terrible periods.
March is Endometriosis Awareness Month. Lindeman's book is a memoir about her experience with the disease, an investigative piece into the healthcare system in regards to endometriosis care.
The reason that it takes so long for people with endometriosis, including women, trans people, non-binary people, to get a diagnosis is, I think, fundamentally because of misogyny in the medical system. We kind of view females, quote unquote, as prone to exaggeration, maybe even lying about our symptoms to be able to get attention from healthcare providers. It's a really common attitude when you go see a doctor, is that they kind of start off by not believing how much pain you could possibly be in.
Lindeman says she hopes future medical professionals will be better equipped and trained on the disease. Bleed, Destroying Myths and Misogyny and Endometriosis Care will be available for purchase as of March 21st. In Montreal, Brittany Henriques, City News.